In the mid-1990s, a young Wall Street executive had a crazy idea: an online bookstore. It was a gamble that would change the world forever. This is the untold story of how Jeff Bezos built Amazon from a tiny garage into a global empire. The rise of Amazon was not overnight. It took years of relentless hard work, overcoming failures, and constantly innovating to stay ahead of the competition. Jeff Bezos believed in playing the long game, often sacrificing short-term profits for long-term dominance. But how did a simple online bookstore evolve into one of the most powerful companies in the world? To understand that, we need to go back to the beginning. It all started in 1994. Jeff Bezos, a Princeton graduate and former VP at a hedge fund, was fascinated by the Internet. He discovered that web usage was growing at an astonishing rate of 2,300% per year. That was his light bulb moment. With a vision in mind, Bezos quit his lucrative job, leaving behind a promising career on Wall Street. He packed up his life and drove across the country to Seattle, the perfect place for an online startup. Armed with just a handful of employees, he set up shop in his garage. There was no fancy office, no high-tech equipment, just a makeshift wooden desk made from a door, a couple of computers, and an unwavering determination to succeed. But before he could launch, he needed the perfect name. After considering several options like Cadabra and Relentless, he settled on Amazon, inspired by the largest river in the world. It symbolized the vast scale he envisioned for his business, something that would one day be the largest in the world. Amazon.com officially launched in 1995, offering books at unbeatable prices. But success didn't come easily. Employees worked tirelessly, packing orders by hand. In the early days, Bezos himself would load up boxes and personally drive them to the post office. Despite the long hours and manual labor, the business took off. Within months, Amazon was selling books in all 50 states and 45 countries. Customers loved the convenience, and word spread quickly. Investors started paying attention. They saw potential in Bezos's vision, but many doubted whether an online bookstore could ever be profitable. Skeptics dismissed Amazon as a money-losing experiment, with some even calling it Amazon.bomb. But Bezos wasn't just building a bookstore. He was building a technology company that would one day sell everything. In 1997, Amazon went public, raising $54 million. Instead of chasing immediate profits, Bezos reinvested every dollar into growing the company. He built warehouses, expanded product categories, and focused relentlessly on improving the customer experience. By the end of the decade, Amazon had transformed into an e-commerce giant. It was no longer just about books. It was about becoming the everything store. In the early 2000s, Amazon faced its toughest challenge yet. The dot-com bubble had burst, and many online companies were shutting down. Investors panicked, and Amazon's stock price plummeted. But Bezos remained committed to long-term success. While competitors collapsed, he pushed forward, focusing on innovation and efficiency. One of his most groundbreaking ideas came in 2005, Amazon Prime. For an annual fee, customers would receive free 2-day shipping. At first, it seemed like a financial disaster. How could they afford to ship so many packages for free? But over time, Prime became one of the most successful subscription services in history, driving millions of customers to buy more. Then, in 2007, Amazon revolutionized the way people read with the Kindle. For the first time, readers could carry thousands of books in a single device. Publishers were skeptical, but within a few years, e-books were outselling physical copies. That same year, Amazon Web Services, AWS, was launched. What started as an internal tool to support Amazon's own website quickly became a massive business, providing cloud computing services to companies worldwide. Today, AWS powers everything from Netflix to government agencies, generating billions in revenue. Amazon was no longer just an e-commerce company. It was a technology powerhouse. As Amazon grew, so did its challenges. The company faced increasing criticism over its labor practices, with reports of harsh warehouse conditions and unrealistic expectations for workers. Competitors like Walmart and Target fought back, investing heavily in their own e-commerce strategies. Meanwhile, tech giants like Google and Apple began moving into Amazon's territory, developing their own smart devices and digital marketplaces. Amazon was also accused of monopolistic behavior. Governments and regulators launched investigations, questioning whether the company had grown too powerful. Critics argued that Amazon's dominance was crushing small businesses and limiting competition. Despite these challenges, Bezos continued to push forward. He believed that the only way to stay ahead was to keep innovating. In 2021, after nearly 3 decades at the helm, Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO of Amazon. He had built one of the most valuable companies in history, with a market capitalization exceeding $1 trillion. But he wasn't done yet. Bezos turned his attention to Blue Origin, his space exploration company. His goal? To make space travel accessible and ensure humanity's long-term survival beyond Earth. He envisioned a future where millions of people could live and work in space. Beyond space, Bezos also invested in cutting-edge technologies like AI, robotics, and healthcare. He believed that the next great industries would be shaped by artificial intelligence, automation, and renewable energy. Meanwhile, Amazon continued to grow. With advances in AI, drone delivery, and cloud computing, the company expanded into industries far beyond e-commerce. Amazon Go stores, powered by cashierless technology, changed the way people shopped. The company's AI-powered recommendation engines became more sophisticated, making online shopping even more personalized. The rise of Amazon was not without controversy. Antitrust investigations, worker protests, and competition from rivals put pressure on the company. Yet, it continued to evolve, adapting to new challenges and redefining entire industries. Jeff Bezos' journey from a small garage startup to the richest man in the world is a testament to the power of vision, hard work, and perseverance. His philosophy of customer obsession, long-term thinking, and relentless innovation shaped Amazon into one of the most influential companies on the planet. But perhaps the biggest lesson from his story is this: success isn't about where you start. It's about how far you're willing to go. What's your big idea? Start today.